They put some funky ass music on this fucking loading screen, dog. Dude, it's so fucking beautiful. Hello, people and viewers. I can't fucking do it. So today I'm playing Skate 2, if it wasn't obvious, and a little unknown niche fact about me is Skate 2, to my knowledge, from my recollection, was one of the first ever video games that I've ever played. I am old, but I'm also still kind of younger than most gamers out there. This was one of the first games I remember playing. I was like, what, 5 in 2009 when this game came out? Actually, I was 4 when this game came out. I hadn't turned 5 yet, but I remember very vividly playing this back in like 09 and 2010 and shit. Good times on this game. This game, probably one of my most played games of all time. It's also, I think, my favorite game of all time, period. I don't know if that's a controversial take. This game is wonderful, though. Definitely one of the best skateboarding games I've played. I mean, I haven't played many of them. I've only played the Tony Hawk and EA Skate series. There's some niche skateboarding games out there, I think, right? A game that's so impactful to me, you would have thought I've already played it on this channel before, but in my over 10 years of YouTube, I have never played any of the skate games on my channel. No, I played Skate 3 one time in a video. But I've never played this one, Skate 2, or the original. Like I said, you'd think a game so impactful to me as a person would, you know, I would make a video on it already. No, it took me over 10 years. Go me. Better late than never, because, I mean, man, I've been playing it recently, and it's still so fucking good. If you're wondering how I'm playing it on RPCS3, which is the PS3 emulator, and I'm honestly kind of surprised how decent it runs. Like, yeah, there are some moments in some specific areas where I do get a lot of, like, lag and shit, but, like, it runs pretty fucking well, given that my PC isn't anything super special. I have, what, a fucking $200 graphics card and, like, what, a $300 processor? Like, I'm honestly surprised. I really thought PS3 emulation would be really fucking difficult to run. There was a lag spike right there, but, like, you know what I mean. I honestly thought it'd be super difficult to run, but it runs surprisingly well, to the point where I've already beat the fucking game. I mean, I've already beat the game. Like, every except for Own the Spots, but I don't really care about Own the Spots that much. Community is really dedicated, not so much on this game. Skate 3 is definitely the game that gets the most in terms of community love, because I've been playing on Skate 3 on our PCS3, and they have so many things, like, with modding and shit, and it's just, I might make a video on that too. And they even have fucking online working on the fucking emulator, which is kind of insane for a game that's honestly not that old. Like, I mean, I played online games on emulator. Like, I played Mario Kart on the emulator, but that game is over 20 years old at this point, or almost 20 years old at this point. Playing a game that was only released in 2010 online on a PC and an emulator, that's kind of crazy, to be honest. But EA obviously does not give a fuck about these old games. So, like, you know, ain't nobody stopping us, I guess. Oh, fuck. No, get the fuck away from me. But yeah, I might make a video on Skate 3 soon, because, like I said, the modding community is kind of crazy on there, and there is some cool shit you can do on there. But, I mean, just pure Skate 2, I love pure Skate 2. It's a fun game. I never really played much of the DLC in this game, which is kind of surprising. I had the DLC back on PS3, but I didn't play Skate 2 that much back in the day. I kind of took Skate 2 for granted back in the day. I was one of those Skate 3 glazers, because, I mean, I'm not someone who's like a realistic skater by any means. I'm not like, you know, none of that. Like I was saying, I never really played much of the DLC, because I played hella Skate 3 back in the day, to the point where Skate 2 did not get touched for shit after a while. I just liked some mechanics of Skate 3 more, but over the years, I've kind of grown more fond of Skate 2 again, to the point like I said, I consider it my favorite video game of all time, period. I will say, you know, Skate 3 has the communities. Skate 3 has, you know, the community, the mod support, you know, the online community and shit. I think in terms of like the actual like standard game, I think Skate 2 is a way better designed game. Like there are some features in Skate 3 that I do miss, you know, in this game, like, you know, park building and shit, but I just think the core game just outshines it. Not to say Skate 3 is bad or anything, or it's like trash. No. Skate 3 is also like one of the best games of all time to me. But I just think Skate 2 to me has over the years became the better game of the three, the original trilogy. Skate 1 is a good game, but it's kind of in the same vein of the original Sonic the Hedgehog to me, where like it's the first game, so it gets grace for it being the first game and being the game that introduced the series. But in terms of mechanics and like design, it's not the best game at all. You can still go back and play it, have a fun time. If you know, played it back in the day, you can, you know, recollect those fond memories you had. I played Skate 1 back in the day too. I played the original trilogy back in the day pretty much. Skate 2 was the first one I played though, to my knowledge. I don't remember ever touching Skate 1 until like later on, after I got into the series a little bit more. But we had Skate 1, so like it was kind of weird. I remember playing Skate 3 on our fucking broken as hell Xbox 360. Like, good times, man. But yeah, I just wanted to play it for a video, because I thought it'd be pretty cool. There's probably someone out there who watches my videos that also played this game growing up. Probably not. I don't know. I don't know all the interests of my fucking audience. But if you're out there and you've played these games growing up, well, let me know, because these games, I wouldn't say these games are super niche. They're not really niche at all, especially with the new Skate game. People kind of know about, you know, Skate 3 and shit. Skate 3 was like, I think, the most popular of the original trilogy. But to me, they always kind of felt niche, because I've never heard like anyone in real life talk about these games. I mean, nowadays you do, but back then when I was growing up, I didn't have any friends who played the game like that. Like all my friends friends who played the game were my online friends. Any of my IRL friends, they were not playing this shit. They were playing like fucking Pokemon and stuff. Also, if you couldn't tell, we're in the Maloof Money Cup, which was a DLC map in Skate 2 before it was introduced in Skate 3, which that's kind of fucking interesting actually. But to go back to an earlier tangent I was kind of going on, it was about Skate 3 and shit, and how like the community is pretty fucking dedicated. They got online working on emulator. Online's kind of dead on the emulator, but you know, if you used to play Skate 3 back in the day, especially online, and you have a decent enough computer, I'll put some specs on the screen to kind of give you an idea of what you should be looking at. I honestly think you should give it a try. You can get into the skate modding Discord. They have all the stuff you need to get started. I just want to see more people play these, you know, older games and, you know, play them online and enjoy them, because, you know, considering that Skate is kind of a giant turd, you know, I'm not gonna get into that right now. But yeah, like I'm kind of itching to make a Skate 3 video, because like I said, there's a lot more modding, there's a lot more modding and community on that game. I think a Skate 3 video would be pretty fuck me, dude. I think a Skate 3 video would be pretty fucking fun to do, especially because like I you know, I learned some of the modding shit recently. You know, you can do some cool shit on that game. But yeah, you know, in terms of like the retrospective videos, like scripted videos, like review videos and shit, those aren't going anywhere, but that was never my style. I've always been more cut commentary, or like, you know, doing those funny moments with like the edits and shit. Like I've always been more into that. So I'm not going any, like, so that style isn't going anywhere. I'm not sure, you know, I'm gonna be honest, like being new to that review style or like that retrospective like scripting style, it's a new thing for me. And I feel like there are some points in those Sonic videos where I kind of could have been, you know, scripted better and, you know, more clear on what I was, you know, feeling about certain things. And I admit that, you know, I'm not gonna get it on my first try. That's why if I revisit, what the fuck, can I not get off my board? I'm trying to like walk this way so I could, you know, reposition. Like I said, I'm not giving up on that retrospective style yet. I have plenty ideas. I just want to make sure that if I head back into, you know, those style of videos for another series, that I'll nail it, you know, much better. But as a creator, I feel like I could have done a lot better. You know, I learned a lot of things from making that style of video already. So I hope that, you know, when I jump back into the retrospective content style, I'll be able to do it better. Anyways, I think I'm going to call it here. You know, it's probably a pretty short video, to be honest, but I just wanted to talk for a minute, just play the game, you know, a game that I enjoy a lot. And like I said, I might make another video on Skate 3 next, or fuck, I might do a Skate 1 video, you never know. Anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys, I guess. I need to get better at these outros. Peace out, y'all. Wait, one kush pop. Fuck.